I hit the lights. Tires screaming, track on fire. Hunting apex, climbing higher. Respect the game, know the way. Skill and patience, that's how you play. Lap after lap, I'm leading strong. Lightning fast, but never wrong. They throw elbows, they die too tight. But I keep my line, I own this fight. I rid the road like a prophecy. Smooth and clean, no stopping me. Tactician, my precision pure. If it ain't fair, I close that door. Push that limit, heart beats loud. Go through corners, clear the crowd. I ain't reckless, I'm refined. Leave us staring left behind. Speed ain't chaos, skill's the key. Only amateurs should smash and flee. If you got a hit, you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. Lap after lap, I'm leading strong. Lightning fast, but never wrong. They throw elbows, they die too tight. But I keep my line, I own this fight. I dig deep, silver streak. But my fire never leak. Widdowmaker, oh, let's hit the track. Oh. Engines roar, lights go green. I'm chasing speed, live in the dream. Red gray hair, 50 strong, still tearing up the track all night long. The team's hot, no dirty play. If you get past clean, stay out the way. Throttle down, wheels in line. Respect the race, it's my design. Gentleman racer carving through the bends. Still and honor, never breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. Feel the grip, tires burn. Patience wins at every turn. Fast but fair, that's my style. Catch me running victory mile. The deep tires burn. Patience wins at every turn. Fast but fair, that's my style. Catch me running victory mile. It's not about brute force or pain. It's the art, the heart, the thrill of the game. Precision over reckless speed. And true racers know what racing needs. Gentleman racer carving through the bends. Still and honor, never breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. So fire it up, feel the drive. Widdowmaker, oh, let's hit the track. Gentleman racer carving through the bends. Still and honor, never breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. So fire it up, feel the drive. Widdowmaker, oh, let's hit the track. Engines roar, lights go green, I'm chasing speed, living the dream. Gray-haired, 50 strong, still tearing up the track all night long. No cheap shots, no dirty play. If you can't pass clean, stay out the way. Throttle down, wheels in line, respect the race, it's my design. Gentlemen, racer coming through the bend. Skill and not another breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. Feel the grip, tires burn. Patience wins at every turn. Fast but fair, that's my style. Catch me running victory mile. Not brute force of pain. It's the art, the heart, the thrill of the game. Precision over reckless speed. True racers know what racing needs. Gentlemen, racer coming through the bend. Skill and not never breaking friends. If you got a hit, then you ain't got class. You shouldn't be making the pass. Shit, I'm good racer, carving through the bends. Skill and honor, never breaking friends. If you gotta hit that ground, never breaking friends. You shouldn't be making the pass. You gotta hit the pass. You gotta do the backup. You gotta hit the pass. You'll be making the pass. Feel fire it up, feel the drive, Widdowmaker. Oh, let's hit the track.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the channel. It's Tuesday night, and it's the first night of the Civic Challenge, as we're going to call it, for Tuesdays. It's a single make lead involving the Civic Type R FL5 22. And tonight we start at Fuji. For those people that aren't aware, these are the races we're going to be taking part in. And thank you, Damo, for doing the graphics. It's much appreciated. And thank you, JB, for my skin for tonight. We will introduce you to that soon. So we're at Fuji today. Next week we're at Kyoto, Miyabi. Then we're off to Tokyo the week after. Then to Auto Polish Short. And then on to Suzuka East. And then back into Tokyo for another night race. Singing that does give me a sore throat. Let's give a shout out to everybody that's joined the chat. So good evening, Lee. Lee says he's going to join tonight, maybe. Wilkie. Damo. Who else is in there? Silver Server, welcome, sir. Tia, good evening, Tia, welcome. Who else is in there? That's it so far. But yeah, thank you very much, folks. It's great to see you all on a Tuesday night. It's blooming cold and wet and miserable out there. We are on the new wheel tonight. I'm hoping everything's tickety-boo with it. Yes, it seems to be. Just need to make sure that Twitch is on. Hope everybody liked the intro music. We've had a little dabble with some death metal style, which has been quite cool, and my voice is fine from singing that. But there's loads of them. I must have done 40 odd tracks now. There's definitely an album to do, so definitely wet but not cold. Well, Tia, nice of you to start out that way. It's warm here. It is warm. It's not cold. I've got 2 pairs of socks on just in case. We've got all the fans on, and we're on the way from there. Dorian has just arrived. Evening, Dodo. No, you won't be slow, sir. You won't be slow. I can assure you of that. So the chat is up. Let me just put the chat on to loud so I can hear them. So that. Good evening, Gandhi. Good evening, JB. Damo. So we're just going to take to the track. We'll do some lappages. We were here last night, so settings. I keep pressing the wrong button. I think we're on sports, aren't we? Have I got them on race? What have I got them on? Let me change that to sports. I went through the settings, but I'd lost tyres. I couldn't find them anyway. Hey, usable tyres, sports. Usable tyres are sports. I got it right. Yes. Tia's feeling a little better this evening. Oh, that's good to know. Good to know. Tia. She had a day in bed yesterday. The chat gets the better of Tia, but she's cool. She's a good chick. She keeps things where they should be. Sports, we're going to start on the hards because I might as well tell you, hadn't I? For those people that don't know, we are going to run the full session tonight. It's going to be qualifying from around about 9:15 UK time. 10 minutes qualifying. Fastest person will get a point and the pole on the grid. Then we'll go in a 20-minute race, which is hard tyres only. Shouldn't be any need to pit, but you never know. We're just getting used to these cars and the setup, and you have to go with what we go. I'm not going to change the settings purely because it means a pit stop. It is what it is. You have to take it. Then we're on to a 40-minute race, which is the reverse grid from the finishing order of race 2. Then we're using mediums and softs. It's the same format as we run last year, and we'll run the same format on Friday night and Saturday night, except for slightly adjusted tyres on Saturday, just to make them workable for the car. But do enjoy it. Do get stuck in. If there is anybody out there in the crowd that is wanting to join in and doesn't feel they want to shout up and do it, just jump in anyway. It's a place for anybody trying to learn the game. If you're trying to learn it, this is the place to be in. You're going to be racing with people who can be quick, and they can also be gentlemen on the track, and that's what we're looking for. This whole thing, they can also be shit. Yes, that's true, JB. Thank you. Yeah, I have my days. I do. Good evening, Kenneth. I think there's somebody else. Big Pop has arrived in the channel as well, and Frosty. So we're expecting probably 10 or 12 races tonight, which will be great. And I know we've got some new guys starting on Friday. Not sure about the 420 guys. 420 my guys might be. I've had no contact with them, but I know their leagues are going from strength to strength. So it is what it is. I did ask for people to give me formal, like a message to let me know they're racing, and we tried. So go from there. We've got 7. Yeah, 6. However, it's fine. Right, we're gonna run in. I'm gonna do some practice. We're gonna see. Azza is there. Azza's gonna be jumping in soon. We missed Azza last night. He wasn't around at all. But yeah, no problem at all. No problem at all, pal. No problem. Do what you gotta do. Life comes first. Don't buy the tyres, they're too expensive. That's the thing. Much slower than last night. Mikey's in. Good evening, Mikey. Picture. Oh, so it is. Sorry, folks. I always forget that. I'm a nugget ball. There it is. Let's drop that. Yeah, nugget. It's the short track tonight, so this corner is just a 90 right, which can catch you out if you're a little bit unsure. I think that'll be Sorry, folks. I'm a shit YouTuber. Leaving the picture up of all things. Just in case people wanted to see it was there, that's all. Should put a timer on it really, shouldn't I? It should come off after 11 minutes or something. Save me having to click the button. I don't see it on my screen down here, you see, it's up there. Excuses. Get him in early, that's what I've always said. That's probably a reasonable spot, you know. Probably a reasonable guess. It is now JB's back and probably not allowed fifth. Probably not allowed fifth. No one's perfect except Gandhi. He's the perfect man. Kind of hoping to see Chris tonight as well. Oh, rude. Ah, rude. I mean, that's disgusting. Have they put him in prison? There's a prison on Isle of Wight. It's fine. Enjoy your holiday, Chris. I'm sure you'll be logging in from there. Amateur streamers, says Wilkie. You've seen them all. Who's that? That's just... Is that Nando that's slid in? Good evening, Nando. I didn't feel a thing. I did too. You. So, on the hard tyres, we take the fastest lap early on. That won't be that long, I can promise you that. Enjoy. Are you just practicing and then moving on? Are you in for the day? It's the full league night tonight, my friend. Yeah. Okay, sir. I think we'll be fine tonight. I don't think there's a full complement of 16, but let's see. There's a couple more people due to arrive, I know that. You're off to work? Yeah. We will be done by 11. Priorities, sir, priorities. Understood. Am I? Well, that'll be just because the phone's over there. Let me see if... Let me see. It could be your settings. You never know. Is it? Let me log out and back in again. I'll get around the corner first. Warming up a vocal cords. Maybe, if that's what... I'm not saying no. I'm not saying it. I don't know what to do here. There. Back in. Let's see if that fixes things. I'm not blocking anybody. Is that any better? Happy days. Ah, you won't be the first. Oh, BB, have a great holiday, my friend. Don't worry. When you get back, come and join us, my friend. Have a great holiday. I hope everything's well with you and the family. And I hope the little one's letting you sleep at night. No. No. I'm not saying it. I'm thinking it, but I'm not saying it. You lot encourage me. It's terrible. We've used a third of the fuel. It's time to go and put freshies on. Oh, the hards are looking really good. It's the fuel that's looking shy. Medium tires. How do we encourage you? Well, that's actually a very good point, because I don't see most of the chat when I'm racing and driving. I just pick up on the things that go on. That's how you encourage me. You're very encourageable. I think that's the phrase we use in here today. Very good chat. Very good. Very diverse and really quite in tune. For some reason I've put the softs on. Softs on was the wrong thing to do. I should have gone mediums, but we'll just have to put a hottie in anyway early and see where we go. Slide past Simon. He won't mind. This is true, Tia. Damo's gone top of the tree. He'll be on hards, though. Absolutely. I know she would. We can hit the wobble knob tonight, it seems. Last night we couldn't. The short track. So let's see if we can put an outlap in. Big Popper's put a time in, that's decent. Big Popper's on mediums, I think. Nice one, JB. It's the Type R22 FL5, Lee. It's the one you got as a gift when you beat the Nürburgring time on that special event. Yeah, I got 3 of them. The horn isn't the horn. It's the change up warning. It's not a horn. They're 3.664 seconds quicker than the fastest time. But I am on the softs. I accidentally changed to soft tyres, so we can't criticise anybody. I'm not faster than it looks. I'm just on the wrong tyres. Yeah, there's no double shift either in this one. It's not a shorty. It's a Honda, so it loves it all at the top end. That power band, or the VTEC as they call it, is right at the top of the rev range. A bit like yesterday's car, in all fairness. It likes the power all the way to the top end of the range. Oh, Lee's joined. I thought he was at work and on his break. But he's not, he's genuinely in. Or he's got his PlayStation hooked up in the cab. One of the two. So overtaking Big Popper was only worth half a tenth. So Big Popper didn't really get in our way at all. That was a great lap. Oh, great driving by Big Popper, I have to say. To not... The old back of the car likes to step out. I think we can do one more. I don't think this will... It might do. I don't think it will, actually. Oh yeah, we did. Did we? No, we didn't beat it. Never mind. We'll go into the pits this time, put mediums on, then we'll set a reasonable time with them. Just got to watch out changing down too aggressive with this car. It will... The back end will stop out. It behaves unusually when you do that. Yeah. Lift off understeer, I think they call it. Which is quite bizarre. But front wheel drive cars in real life don't really suffer from it. But not in the same way that these do. My 205 did, but not in the same way as it reacts in this car. Changing down gears too quickly just locked the front end up. It didn't step the back out. Lifting the throttle off did. As long as it's predictable. You'd end up doglegging it. 3 legs, 1 in the air. Alright, so it locks it up. Oh, we hit the wall. I don't seem to have got damage from that. Why didn't I get any damage? Do I need to check the damage settings? Why didn't I get any damage for hitting the wall? So putting the mediums on now. There's nobody coming down the start finish. Now, if we remember correctly, the last time we were at Fuji, I had a shocker of a night. And I didn't score any points for the entire event because I was an entire knobhead. So tonight we're going to attempt to correct that. I forgot to pit, didn't I? I pitted at the very last minute just then. Now on this car, if I remember correctly, I don't think there's a much difference in sort of lap time from mediums to softs. Kenny has joined the lobby with much aplomb. It would annoy the crapola out of me, that beep, it really would. In real life. I can switch off my brain and ignore it in this, but I don't think it... Does it? Well, they can go and shove that up where the sun don't shine in Japan. Jesus. As long as it blocks out the noise of the police sirens behind, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need a car to tell me off. Kenny has left the room. Good evening, Reed. Third gear delivers the car to that corner beautifully. Oh, it's our Kenneth that's trying to join. Your connection keeps failing. Okay. Yeah, you try resetting your router. That might help. 51.5 on mediums. That's just Dodo's 4 seconds off. Got the optimal down into the 49s. Absolutely it is, Dodo. Don't worry about being 4 seconds off. You'll get that back very quickly. Damo's just gone top of the tree. Didn't expect it to take long, to be honest. We'll run out of fuel as we go across the line, which will be the perfect timing almost for us to come in and do a review of the drivers, do driver introductions and check out skins and go from there. But Dodo's only 4 seconds off on hard, so he really hasn't got much to worry about. What was that, a 52.147? There we go. I just need to check for damage and just make sure those damage settings are right. Let's show you them on the screen. We've got a 20-minute time limit for this race. Grid start fastest first. Bop tuning is on some settings, but it doesn't apply. Brake balance is ticked, but there's nothing there. It doesn't work. 4 and 7 on the fuel, so it should be 747, which is fine. Mechanical damage, visible damage on. Nitrous overtaking. Time limit for the race. As to qualify it is 10 minutes, that's correct. The actual race is 20 minutes, that's right. Qualifier 10 minutes. Tyre wear same as. Initial fuel is the same. Regulation settings, yeah, it all is what it is. No limit, no limit. All tyres are done. Required hard. It's bopped. It is what it is. How'd you get credits fast? The best way to attack the credits is to take on the circuit experience. Just get what you can get. Just run from each one to each one, and you know, just rack up the credits there. Once you've got the bronzes, you're earning what, $500,000 from each one. You can be through a couple of million in an hour. Easy peasy. I say easy peasy. It's horses for courses. If you can get the bronze and you can rattle through them, just take the money to the bank. Good evening, Spud Sailing Adventures. This is Kev. Welcome, Kev. We'll see you racing on Friday, but just get stuck in tonight and enjoy. Feel free to chip in and chat. Watch what goes on. So the settings are right for today's race by all accounts, and we'll have a look at the drivers as they're going round. So Damo is currently top of the tree. He's 0.42 seconds quicker than JB. But there's his skin. It looks to be... I can't see because he's going too fast, but he's gone for the pause button. Oh, it looks like we've got a couple of 420 races in. So Damo's new name is Ramp. I forgot that. You'll see it on the back of the car, look. So there he is. He's got some... I can't see what's written in there, but he's got some brand awareness going on. Surely there's got to be an Irish logo on the side somewhere. Yes, there is. So he's got all the little things done. Dodo says last coffee and smoke. Very nice. JB has gone full fuchsia pink for tonight. There's something about his art skills, his design skills, that says that is the core colour for his car. Look, there's a young cartoon on the side there, look. What have we got in the way of... Let me just check out a sec. Let me just dump out. What have we got in the way of joiners? There's only 12 people in the lobby. There's 4 spaces left. If the 2 420 guys, which I can't see joined yet, then they're good. We've got good. Yeah, if you haven't got to open up Sardinia yet, if you're not that far on for the 800 pp, you've got Tokyo 600, you've got Le Mans 700, you've got Sardinia 700, you've got Spa 1 hour, all of those races. But if you haven't opened them up, Circuit Experience is where you'll get your fastest credits. Yeah, there's plenty of room for the 420 guys. If depending on how many are arriving, I don't know. We've seen 2 names pop up and they're probably just changing oil, etc. So Big Popper has his fastest livery, of course. Heinz 57 on the side. But then you'll find the Japanese influence on the back bumper. You'll see a very small decal, but it makes it Japanese. And I think it's an ESP logo. There it is on the back bumper just above it, which is a Japanese guitar manufacturer. So Big Popper conforms. But I do like the way he just puts a little bit of different design feature on each evolution of the skin. This one's got stars down the side. The 57's a slightly different pattern. So Big Popper goes top of the tree. Nicely done. Who else have we got? We've seen JB. Here's Frosty. Frosty in his second season with us. Represented really well last time out. Showed some real good talent, some good skills. Drives like a gentleman. It's a good job I changed my skin, isn't it? But yeah, cracking little skin on the side there. But where is he? He's fourth currently in the time. He's fifth technically. But yeah, it looks to be very smooth. He's got a real consistent line through there. How do you put decals on the rear of the car? So in the painting bit, you choose the rear and then spin it round. You choose the profile of the car and then turn it, and it'll allow you to do that. Turn the model of the car. Use the left. Turn it on the left stick. Yeah, turn the left stick. Yeah. And I only know that because I was messing around with it last week, so making a skin that JB disapproved of. But and funnily enough, Frosty turns up with the same skin, so plagiarism is not an issue. So Azza in fifth, again with the cartoon style livery, very Japanese in flavour. Rotate it is correct. He's got WMR on there. He's the only person I've seen with a WMR. Not my logo either, but a stylised one, which is very good. And he's also got Thrustmaster on there as well. So, Az's is a silvery blue. Nando, who isn't racing with us all night, but he does have a Japanesey skin on there, a bit of an Asian influence again. Matt's cartoony style drawing, sponsored by Dremel. There we go, very nice. Big deep dish wheels as well, massive dish on those wheels, that's stunning. Yeah, giving us a bit of a tyre warming show as it goes down the track. Gandhi is up next with a koi carp livery. This one is really quite nice. Stylised koi fish. GT Community Designs, very nice. Not stolen but borrowed, which is always a good way. What number is he? He's 0 by the looks of it, unless that's a number in Japanese. It is like that, it's very nice. So Dodo, back from a sabbatical. Dodo's a very busy chap, works a lot. But he's just upgraded to a full GT Omega rig, same as mine, and he's gone Fanatec GT Extreme as well. He's worked very hard to get all that on. He's just settling into getting used to it. Controller racer gone wheel, and it always takes that little bit to get used to. Absolutely, SJ. Absolutely. He will get. He's a quick controller driver, so he will get better and better. Number 16 today, there'll be an image of an extinct dodo. Whilst we're doing strictly Asia liveries, I would expect Chinese ones to be plagiarised, I must admit. Chinese do love to copy things, whether it's legal or not. Allegedly. Allegedly. But there's Dodo. Yeah. You will see Dodo in the future for sure. Lee has got the Japanese livery on. This is the livery that he actually won from doing an event. It's very Japanese in influence. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. You help yourself. And we drop down to Vax Mustappen, who's in the pit. We can just see his bumper there. Nando is back in the pits, and the No 420 guys have arrived, so they did drop into the lobby, but I haven't seen them come up, so we can't do a lot with that. I wonder if there's some messages. There seems to be some messages. Oh. not the messages I was expecting, though. Just have a quick delve into the... No, can't see any Widdowmaker Racing chat, and I've got no personal ones. So, I'll just check the 420 group. They're in the chat. Yep, nobody sort of popping over. So we'll see what we see. If they arrive, they arrive. There's no requirement for them to be part of it. They can join freely as they see fit, just like anybody else. But 12 will be a good start. And maybe Matthew might join us. So if Matthew can make it, it'd be great. We are around about 6 minutes from qualification start. I'm going to just jump on a set of softs and put some little laps in. No, that's a decent time. Let's see if we can... Oh, look at that. I've done 420 miles. I'm 100% sure I too saw two 420 guys join. We didn't get to see Mikey's livery, so you'll see Mikey in front of us. He wasn't on the track when... Oh, I didn't see you. You must have skipped. Oh, he's just left the track. Exit left. But there we go. We get to see his skin now. There it is. Rising sun flag on the right-hand door. Say again. I'm on outlap, yeah. I'm just... It's alright, I'll drive blind and look out the window. He's got like a... I wouldn't know how to describe that sort of cartoony type livery on the left, on the right hand door. He's still out there, look at him. Samurais, that'll be a good... Ooh, 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 ooh. Not samurais. They're the best, aren't they? Dad jokes, they're the best. I didn't read it, no. Okay. Does it say fake taxi? Okay. Very good. What film's that out of? It's definitely in a film. I can't remember which one it is. Hope it's not strategy. I've seen that somewhere before. Is it like Karate Kid or something? The Trump S7 is like a Chinese Range Rover copy. Well, that wouldn't surprise me. Supposedly so. It's got better reviews. $21.12, 3 minutes, gentlemen. Yeah. Is that cheap? Yeah, I guess it is. Even the Renault 5's 25 grand. They do an M8 as well, which is a copy of the Alphard. Eesh, the Alphard's bad enough. Why would you want to copy the Alphard? 51.6 on softs, but full of fuel. 2 laps down, and that's... Oh, we're only going to get 8 laps out of this bad boy. Kenny is struggling with his connection, isn't he? Big Papa's ready to go. I've had the shout from Big Papa. That's cool. We're on the 14, so I'm going to bang out now. And when that hits 15, I'll give you the unofficial 10, gentlemen. We have... Who? We go at 21:15, gentlemen. Yeah, okay. As if I have a choice. Okay. But we do have Kenny. I'm just going to check on Kenny, make sure Kenny is getting into the lobby. Kenny's first night racing with us, as he's just changing his oil in his car. Kenny is just going to be dropping on the back of the grid, and he's going to try and just get round and do his thing. Dodo is all good. Frosty has dropped in as well. So Kenny just waiting on a car. Kenny's not been able to put any practice laps in. But in an impatient way. Tell me who it is, I'll kick him. It was Big Pop. No, it wasn't. Kenny is in his car. Everybody make sure you got your tyres on. You want your qualifying tyres. Don't worry about the themed livery, Kenny. We can see you in pink. It's fine. Next time. Next time. Got my tyres on. JB, are you in the seat? Are you ready to go? JB? We're late night. We're late tonight. We're going late. Yeah, both Chippy and Dyer both joined and left. That's unlucky. That's unfortunate. Waiting on the JB. Right, gentlemen, unofficial 10-second while JB does his flies up. Official 10 starting now, gentlemen. So it's a 10-minute qualifying session. Use your best tyres for get your fastest time. Do what you can. Best of luck. It's a brand new season. Give everybody room on the lap as much as you can, and just try and pay heed to the faster car if possible. But best of luck. Get your fastest lap in, chaps. Dodo's on the hards. He should be able to change that. You can just press the exit button and you can come out. Tia gives a good shout out to the lads. Good luck, she says. Not just favouring. I don't think he's actually moved yet. I think he will manage to sort that without leaving the pits. So Dorian sorted it. We've got a bit of a clear gap for us as we left the pits. I'll leave I'm going to turn the chat off while we just go around it. We don't want to affect the racer's psyche, do we? Oh, we need to mute. We're muted. we don't want to do is give the car behind any sort of slipstream. So here we go then. Good luck to everybody to cross the line. And we will see what we can do. Full tank of fuel. Almost 2 minutes gone for the outlap. I think Wilkie got the point across really well. Have fun. Definitely about having fun, this. That was a bit wide and woolly. Carried way too much speed into there. So we're going to go through the start finish, then we're going to go in the pits after this one. Good evening, Green Sammy. A 1:49.7's kind of okay. It's not brilliant, but it's a good outlap. 1:54.55 to Damo. Big Popper goes top, JB second. Nearly half a second quicker, that's decent. Lee's into fourth, Mikey fifth, Damo sixth, Dodo seven, as in eight. We can't see below eight, but Big Popper's 1:49.355 is currently the pace to chase.
Stick this sword from you. Lights. Yeah, no. Push.
Do I pit or do I go for another lap? Do I go in? I think if this goes purple, it doesn't, it puts us second, that we can squeeze one more lap in right at the end, but we have to be really quick with this. Because these tyres are still decent. There's actually no real need to pit just yet. Although they will get a real good flying lap on those good tyres. We were just a fraction down. That was the question that I asked. Half a second down. So Lee goes top of the tree. Now I need to get out of the pits with more than 149 remaining. I think we should be good. We're in. Is Gandhi still in? I'm hoping so. He will be on the chart. I just can't see him because he's below 8. There's 12 races today. And it only shows the 8th place, so let's hope. I think we're going to be good here. I think we're going to get 2 laps in, maybe. Good evening, Fizzle. Welcome, sir. We're good. We're out. We've dropped into traffic, though. These are no stoppers behind us. Look, in front of us. These guys are on worn tyres. We're going to get that 1 lap in, which should be good. We don't want any penalties. Mount Fuji dominating the skyline over there, which is where the track gets its name from. We should start to see times getting put in now, and we should start to see us tumbling down the list a little bit. We want to try and catch Nando a little bit. See if we can get the draft. It's worked beautifully. So Lee goes, JB's just moved up a little bit at the back. Got to spot my braking point. We nailed it. The timer's hit 0, so any car crossing the line now is on their final lap, and they're taking the flag. Lee has the fastest lap, a 1:48.745, so he's dropped into the next second. We've got 3 minutes to get this lap in, so we should be good. We're still up a fraction, which is great to see. Any improvement will be good. Frosty just picked up a penalty. He's pulled off to the right. Moreno's just joined the channel. He's just joined the lobby. See if we can get a time in. Nothing's changed at the top just yet. We've been blue both splits. don't expect to beat Lee. 49-1. We go second in front of Big Popper, but they're going to pass the line behind us. Not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Big Popper takes it back. Great effort. Great run. He just sneaks in. Oh. That's a great lap, Big Popper. Great lap, Leo. So there we go. Everybody's in. And let's take a look at those results. Damo's going to be collating the results, but I'm going to do photographs. So I'm going to take the... I don't know how to do screenshots on here. There we go. Your car needs oil. Maybe so. That's how you take the screenshots. There we go. I think that was that. No, it's that button and then that one. There we go. I hope I've taken both. Let's go and post them. I don't know how I'm doing it on this wheel. But Damo will be doing... Yeah, I've just taken the photographs. We're going to have to rebalance the grid, but we can get him in. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart the grid. So if you want to quit the server, please do so. Back. So if I just run through the results, Kenny comes in 13th place, a little bit off the back, but what do you expect? First race online, well done, Kenny, thank you. Max Verstappen, again, this is his first season, so just getting used to it, just getting used to the wheel, just in 153s. Gandhi, a 152.075. Making progress. Nando has probably got knackered oil. We wouldn't expect Nando to be down there, so we go from there. Yeah, be happy with that, Kenneth. It's a great run. Az in 9th place, a 150.6. Say again? Not happy with his lap. A 150.6 is about a second and a half off where I think he should be. Couldn't get a clean lap. Yeah, understood. So yeah, he was leaving room for the drivers and just couldn't get a clean lap. So Mikey in 8th, 150.4. Dodo in 7th, a 150.3. Great effort by Dodo. Just 1.6 seconds behind when he was saying he was 4 seconds back. That's a decent shout. Damo, I think, had the same issue. Could not get a hot lap in anywhere. A 149.7, just 1.2 back. We saw Frosty run off the end of the lap there as we were completing our fastest lap. A 149.6 is not bad at all. Anybody in the top 5 is kind of within a second, so it's a great shout. JB, first lap, first race back for a little while. A 149.3 is a decent lap time. We go into the 149.1s in 3rd, 0.38 back. And then we got Big Popper in the 148, so 148.9, just 2/10 back behind Lee, who puts in a 148.745 with a decent lap. Great stuff. Well done, chap. So Lee will pick up the 1 point for qualifying if he's in the league as a full racer. If he's a guest racer, that will go to Big Popper. Anybody that's as a guest racer today won't receive points. I'm not entirely sure Lee's good. Yeah, so for example, Nando is a guest, so that's where it will be. I mean, at the end of the day, if they intend to start the league as a full racer, then they drop out halfway through. It's the same thing. It just drops to a guest racer. And we redistributes the points. So it will be the way it is. Right, so we have an extra race that wants to join in. Let me just make sure he's in the lobby. He isn't in the lobby. Is he not joining us? Let me...
Have a change of tyres, people.
He's in the chat, is he? So that's Kev. That's Kev. He's not starting till Friday. So Moreno, is he actually wanting to join in? He says, "See you again." Okay. So are we going forward without Moreno? We can't. We have to reset the lobby anyway because Nando's dropped out, and I think Az's yeah. So I'm going to reset the lobby. I don't know how to do that. Do I just reload the settings and take out qualifying? I think that's what I do. End race. And then I have to reset the grid. We're gonna be late tonight, folks. Yeah, I just need. Yeah. So I'm just going to try and set the lobby up now. Edit event settings. I've got to take out qualifying. So it's practice endurance race. And I've got to make sure this is no qualifying, because I don't want to do the qualifying again. It's a pain in the buttress. It is 20-minute race. Qualifying has been removed. All the settings remain the same. I just have to make sure it doesn't F us with any changes. Off, gargling wall, penalty off, pit no penalty off, correct, off. Hard. Yes, we're good. Cannot because a player's still initializing. Who is that? I've got, it's Vax Mustappen. Is anybody choosing to leave the lobby again? No. Right, let me make all those changes again. Let me make all the changes again. Right. Somebody else is still initializing its back. I'll change them again. It doesn't have to. I'm just changing the settings. It just needs to stop going out and coming back in. I'm hoping that's just dropped the settings out. Okay. Don't forget, chaps, it's hard tyres. And the grid is by the grid is, isn't it? So. Just Dodo. And Vax. Simon, tick up please, mate. Dodo. I can fit Dodo in. It doesn't matter to fit one in, so. Oh, I've got to do it again, chaps. I've missed the set order grid. Sorry. Flipping heck. I kick everybody out. You got to do it again.
Oh, good. Good man. Things happen, don't they? Yeah, just make sure them ties get through the reset.
Just Frosty and JB. JB will be outside having a smokester.
Just start at the back, mate. I'm a guest.
No, take your qualifying placement.
There's nothing wrong with your car. Is there not? No. Yeah, 10 seconds.
JB.
Just turn the steering wheel off. Yeah.
Frosty. Can't see Frosty. Damien.
Just Frosty. Pick up. We anyone here then? Oh, God, no. Yeah, we can now. You got yourself on mute. You mute it back. Hey. We did too loud. No, it's second, mate.
So is everybody ticked up?
Yeah.
Is it sexual, mate?
Drive your bird to get into the ears and all that.
So
because of my
Well, I identify as an A plus. I identify as a bullshit.
true. Yeah, you drive it. It's driving.
Right, that should be us. Can everybody please check their grid position? And I'll correct it if it's wrong.
Go ahead, GB again. Yeah, I hope one.
Okay.
Other than that, yes.
Sorry, Tia, it's a stock answer. Thank you, Big Popper, for the shout. Right, gentlemen, unofficial 10.
Good luck, everyone.
Good evening, Hayden. Right, we're going to go. Official 10 seconds starting now. Best of luck, gentlemen. It is the 20-minute race on hard tyres. It's a standing start. Penalties do apply. We've got new racers with us today, and it's the short track. Let's try and keep turn one clear, Widow. Don't smash into anybody. Don't miss your braking point, and don't do what you did last time, you nugget. We'll see you on the next. We'll see you at the end of the race, chaps. All the best. Good luck. So I've gone to mute. It's a standing start. Got to keep your foot on the brakes. Now some people will use the handbrake, which we can do. Big Popper's charging away on the inside there. Now the biggest problem we've got today is fuel use. Try and keep that line. Big Popper's got us on the charge. He was in third gear, I think. Saved himself a gear change. Try not to bump him round the corner. It's too easily done though. Lots of varied lines through this corner. So third gear, third position on qualifying. We've maintained third. He's going to have the favourable line down the inside. We'll use third gear as the optimal gear around here. Use third gear all the way if we can. Deliver the car nice and smoothly through here. Oh, Lee might pick up a penalty there. He has. He'll get that next lap. Sorry, Lee. I tried to nip back in behind you. That was my mistake. We're not going to get... We've got the draft, but we're not going to bump him, which was what I was hoping to do. I'm looking for my braking point. Staying in fifth. Braking early because of the excess speed. Little mid-corner bump. You know what I mean about different varying speeds? A little lift to try and keep the front wheels on the track and going in the right direction will mean you just lift that little bit and you get a nudge from behind. Big Popper ran wide off that last corner, but it looks like he survived the penalty. Oh, they're braking well early. You don't have to brake until the change is tarmac there. But they braked underneath the sign, which is the braking point for when you're making the hairpin. Keep one set of tyres on the red and white. Lee will pick up that penalty now. He'll get a lift penalty, which will just really kill him on this straight here. He's going to pull over to the right and just ghost out for that half a second. And yeah, look how much he drops away. We've gone fastest lap, 154.311. And Lee is just over there on the left, on the right. Big Papa just outbrakes himself. But he's got control of that. He gets the run because he was faster off the apex. Treats it as a sharp apex. I've noticed him do that on a few tracks, so I'll correct myself. He didn't overrun his braking point. That looked deliberate. Tap of the brakes. We had to lift a little bit there. Carried too much speed. Could have been second gear, I would suggest. So 7 minutes remaining. Sorry, 7 laps remaining. I think we need to consider fuel. We'll try and short shift away through this a little bit. We're about bang on for fuel. We might just consider what we're doing again. Fastest lap 153.76. That could get beaten by the cars behind. Got to be fuel cautious. But let's have a rundown of who's where. Who's got what. Big Papa leads. He's just outside the draft zone. Widdowmaker second. Back to Damo in third, or ramp. Lee is in fourth. JB in fifth. Frosty in sixth. Big Papa did well to get that back on the track there. Frosty 6th, Nando in 7th, and Mikey in 8th. We've actually got round with 6.8 laps. We're actually good now. We just need to be cautious, because that extra lap might be critical. Don't think we're doing half a lap on the final lap, do we, really? Just gonna listen to the chat of the racers for a minute. Big Popper much tidier that time round. So Big Popper's just keeping that gap. The guys behind are just dropping back a little ways. Yeah, we can chat within the game, yes. Because we have the voice lobby. That's what the PSN does. You should have got an invite to the voice chat tonight. As we went live, I set up a voice lobby. And everybody in the race kind of joins. Not everybody. Some races don't. Some races don't say they feel they don't want the interruption. They don't want the voice and noise of other people. And they also don't like their voice to be on it because they think they sound horrible. That's not saying certain people are. I'm just saying that some people have said that. They don't like to hear themselves, so... And that's understandable. Some people are like that, so that's the way it is. So if you got the invite, you just join that and that'll get you into the voice chat. And then you just go and find the lobby to race in. Yeah, it's not actually in the game, it's the PlayStation Network that hosts the VoIP, the voice over internet protocol. It's the same as Discord really, but just PlayStation version. And it doesn't have the web hosting stuff like document storage. I lost out a little bit to the guys behind there. I've dropped a bit of time. All the best, Silver. We'll see you on Friday, mate. You take care. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your week, bud. Well, I've got to get my arse down here and get on with it. Front tyres are holding together well. We still have the fastest lap, which is always worth an extra point, which is good. The race is hotting up behind us, I think. It looks like there's a pair chasing, third and fourth. I think Gandhi's just had an incident, locked up going into T1. Big Popper's managing to bust out a lead. It's going to be tricky to hold him back. Try and get that back's going to be a challenge. .53.048 is our fastest lap. Busting one out, absolutely, young lady. Got to bust out the fast laps. We've took 2 tenths out of Big Popper and we've put about 6 tenths on the guys behind us, so Big Popper is absolutely flying. He knows he's got his fuel right where it needs to be. There is 4 laps remaining, which is a bit of a worry. But Big Popper might have got this time perfectly. At least I didn't say knocking one out, eh, Tia? We'll use that one next week. Big Popper again opens up another 2/10 on us. Through there. No worries, Tia. You take care. Hope the pain eases, my friend. You look after yourself. Ooh, shish kebab. We've picked up a penalty there. That's not good. I've lost pace big time. My front tyres might have just gone through a little bit of... Yeah, they're not gripping very well. Didn't get that penalty though, so kind of okay with that, but lost 2 seconds in that lap, but we get a touch there from Damo, which is pleasant. Don't mind a touch on the butt. Big Popper's got the big gap. Everybody's tyres seem to be having a moment of lack of grip. I don't know whether the tyres are struggling with the change of fuel weight as you get really light on fuel. But Big Popper's consistency is showing. He is knocking out those consistent lap times. Yeah, he's busted out to 4.1 seconds now. Damo and JB are just dancing for the draft. Oh, they both had penalties. That's what happened there. Both got penalties. We've definitely got 2 laps remaining. And I'm 100% sure Big Popper's sorted his fuel. There is a queue behind us. That race is certainly hotting up behind us. So JB's ahead of Damo. Big Popper's eking out another second. He's making this race his. I think JB might have tapped up Damo just a little bit. Handing the place back by the looks of it. So 1 minute 27 remaining. Ooh. Look at that, there's going to be 1 lap remaining. I've gone to 1.0. So it's JB in third, Damo fourth. JB's got quite a gap. Big Popper's at 5.2. We've got 0.9 on the fuel. And I don't know how to... Oh, there we go. That's how to adjust my fuel. Got 2 seconds over JB. I could run out of fuel before the end of the lap. The fronts have held together remarkably well. Just measuring the fuel, trying to balance my throttle and acceleration with where we are in the track. Short shifting, knowing that they're closing in on me. .3. So Big Popper's going to take the victory with a 7-second gap. JB is going to... Gosh, JB picked up a penalty there. Is that... It's unlucky. 0.2 left on the fuel. He did. He got a penalty there as he came through that corner. Big Popper takes the win. We make it to second with 0.1 on the fuel. JB gets a second, but he's lucky enough he gets in front of Damo. There was a big enough gap. Frosty 5th, Nando 6th, Lee 7th, Kenny 8th. Then they're all tight. Look at that. 8, 8, 10, 10, 11. That was a close race. As the back runners start to mid, Kenny in 8th. Kenny does well for his first race. Pretty epic. Ginger Gandhi in 9th, Dodo 10, Mikey 11th, Max Verstappen in 12, and that's going to be all she wrote. Good evening, Zuvi Mob Music videos. Welcome to the channel. It was great, Kenny. Well done. That was a decent race. I don't think we did too bad considering. Big Popper got the grip there, didn't he? He got that position early. Managed to make it his. Good racing. We got fastest lap though, so that puts us even points with Big Popper. It certainly was. Have I not unmuted? I haven't unmuted. Great racing, gentlemen. Delete screenshot. There we go. I accidentally pressed screenshot button. We're going to have to reset the grid after this one, but I'll just make the photographs for the results. That one and that one. You pitted, okay. So quick. How do we do this? How do we do? We go that button. We go down to the game base. We go there. Video clip screenshot. I got a penalty, so that took my clean race bonus away. Too many penalties for Lee towards the end. Yeah, it was a great race by Big Popper. Great race. We'll go through the results then. So Az had a DNF there, unfortunate. Not sure what happened. He did shout something halfway through, getting it to turn 1, but I don't know what it was. He wasn't happy at all with that first qualifying. His fastest lap was a 1:53.6 though, so we'll see. Max Verstappen in 12th, he pitted a 1:55.2 fastest lap. Mikey in 11th, heard him have an incident down at turn 1 with Ginger. Dodo. Okay. So with 4 laps to go, he was in 8th place and then got 2 lots of 1.5 second penalties, but Not the best result. But Dorian there is just saying not 100% confident of the break, so backs off in fights, but happy with that. First position, 29.9 seconds behind the leaders. 154 fastest lap. Ginger Gandhi in ninth. Great result for Ginger. A 155.0, 29 seconds behind on the first major lap, which is great stuff. So, all right, mate, take care. So, yeah, it is. So, in terms of as had 3 consecutive laps of 2-second penalties, and he decided that he couldn't make up the gap, and that was enough. So, that's where it was. So Kenny in 8th, 24 seconds back. Decent result for Kenny for the first lap out. Lee is guest racing, so 11 seconds back. Doesn't qualify for penalties, but a 153.0. Lee suffered penalties, too many penalties towards the end. Nando had the same issue. Very lively car, very, very difficult to control. We all have that issue. That's where it is. That's why we're racing this car. It's about learning to control it. 10 seconds back with a 153.4. Frosty in 5th, great result. Good position for building for the season. 10.2 seconds back, 153.4. Again, decent fastest lap. Damo was up at the front to start with, but caught a couple of penalties on the way down, then got into a good battle with JB. 8.8 seconds back, so nothing to scream about. A 153.2 is a decent lap. JB got a penalty at the end, but he managed to retain that 3rd position. Again, 153.2 is not a bad lap time at all. We managed to pick in 2nd, just 7 seconds back from Big Popper. A 153.0 gets us the extra penalty point. Penalty point? Bonus point for the fastest lap. I can. I always will if I talk about it. But Big Popper smashes the first race to bits with a 153.1 fastest lap and a 20-minute 53 finishing time. I think Big Popper did the bit there with getting the fuel right and then just pushing the car to the end. Not a single penalty, kept the car straight and true. Managed to avoid all the trouble with some good racing at the very start to get position. And he got the right racing line to hold that position. Congratulations, Big Popper, on the points from the first race. Great. Good stuff. Nine racers got 153, so that's an epic stat. Well done, JB. Kenneth says, FF cars are where you learn your racecraft. I don't think you're wrong. They are the hardest cars to drive and make fast in this game, I believe. Let's have a look at edit event settings. I'm just going to load the new ones up. For Clio Cup, it says race 2, but that's where we are. And I'll set the grid as wants to go to the back. And we've lost one, haven't we? We have. Why can't I find that? There we go. Yeah, we lost Nando. So, the way this works out, folks, is we reverse the grid from race 1. This is mediums and softs, this race. I can't imagine how well these cars are going to go, so... I think I'm going to make my choice early. Tick up. I'm going to be somewhere near the back, so I've just got to do what I can do. Grid adjust, change grid order. Here we go. So we can sort this accordingly. So we want... I can't see the person I'm looking for is obviously not teed up. Mikey. Can't. Oh, there's Mikey. Dodo. Ginger Gandhi. Then it's Kenny. And then Lee. Then Frosty. Then Damo. Then JB. So it's just a couple of people left to put into spots. Why can't I see him? I don't see where you are. There you are. You've popped in at the bottom. That's what happens when you don't do it right at the start. It kind of F's with the process, but right, I think that's us. Right, chaps, if you wouldn't mind checking your position. Good evening, Matthew. Welcome. Big Popper's not ready yet, so he will be back shortly. But yeah. So folks, this one is going to be mediums and softs. It's a 40-minute race. This is the endurance portion of the race. You don't really get many races longer than 40 minutes, so this really does push the guys. Big Popper is now ready. We're going to give it the unofficial 10 if everybody's ready to go. Because you can't use sports hards. It's mediums and softs, my friend.
Right. And use both compounds throughout the race as well.
Yeah.
It shouldn't let you enter if you've got odds on it, right?
No, it won't.
No.
Okay, is everybody ready to go?
Ready? Yeah, ready, Rob.
No negatives. Okay then. Official 10, here we go. Gentlemen, it's a standing start where penalties apply. This is a 40-minute race. You've got to use mediums and softs. Pit as many times as you need to get to the finish. Best of luck. Let's keep that turn one clear and try to avoid the penalties. All the best, guys. Good luck. Here we go then. These tyres are going to be better than what we were on. We're trying to make our way around the track just a little bit. Kenny is proving all his worth. Great driver. Great drive in the first race. Now, got to measure our pace against these guys here because everybody's going to be trying to get used. Oh, incident there. Kenny and Big Popper come together. Looks like Kenny took a really cute angle at that corner. Came across the nose of Big Popper and there was definite incident. It's got to be a racing incident from what I just saw there. That wasn't any intention from anybody. That was just one driver not being wholly aware of the fastest line. So Lee is away at the front, Frosty second, Damo third, Mikey fourth, Vax Verstappen in the fifth. Damo breaks the, tries to break the slipstream. I'll be looking for my braking point and I can't see it. There it is. Mikey just breaks traction coming down there. Mikey's holding the defensive line for this corner. Oh, Mikey. He's allowed to do that. I just would have thought he would have seen me there, but obviously not. Or he did know he was there. I was there and he was just cutting the line, which is fine. I had to brake there. Here's Kenny again. Or is that JB? It's JB. Cards are so even that you're gonna get cars alongside each other as JB just hits the rev limiter. Got a message from Dodo that Kenny is lagging a bit. Okay. I think Kenny's aware. JB's got the draft. I wonder where Az was picking up them penalties. I forgot to save race 1. I need to save race 2. Be interesting to know who's on softs at this point of the race. I think we're going to get exceptional tyre wear. Fuel's going to be the limiting factor. To the point where we could probably go medium, soft, soft. JB's got the pace round there. I spun round there a bit. Just a bit late on the brakes. Big Popper just sneaks up the inside nice and clean. We just tap the brakes to avoid any contact. Might get a penalty for that. The back end just stepped out on me. I think JB's on the softs. The traction he had through that corner was unbelievable. Big Popper might be on softs as well, you never know. So we were doing well up to Mikey, and then we've just hit the slide. Okay, Matthew, no problem at all, pal. As I say, life comes first, mate, and you just got to do what you can get done. So I hope everything's going all right, and the stress and distress are at a minimum. So Lee has the fastest lap. He's breaking away at the front. Frosty in second. JB definitely tends to take a wider line round there. I've got to find out why I'm not doing so well through this corner. Not braking in early enough, I don't think. They're not getting back on the gas early enough. Big Popper and JB just starting to have contact there, just trying to make room for each other. Big Popper looking to get aggressive. Neat, tighter line. JB gets the run. I'm going to try and follow that draft. I get into the draft, but I don't actually get to a point where I can push. Big Popper's going for the inside line. Big Popper goes wide. It's all not in vain though, it's still early days. These mediums are lasting great. Big Popper just drops back a wee bit, but we're back up to Mikey. JB just catches that slide beautifully after I just touched his back door. Excuse the phrase. Mikey just runs out of tyres. I think that's the softs at the end, if he's on softs. Just note he's on me inside there. Just had to leave a bit of a gap. Yeah, that's kind of where it's going to be, Matthew. People are going to do that. And I think the important thing is people step up to the plate, and you've done your bit. Oh, I've effed up. I've braked too late. There's me chatting. Shit. But yeah, you're doing your bit, mate. People deal with shit in different ways, and I'm afraid at these times, mate, you're doing your more than your bit, and unfortunately that's what makes the world turn. And nobody will thank you for it, but you know deep down inside you've done your bit, more than your bit. So good on you, pal. You're doing the right thing. I think that's Azza in my back mirror. It is. He's fighting back. I've made my mistake. Mikey's just covering off Big Popper, but Big Popper's got the run, which is giving JB the opportunity. And Mikey's really becoming a driver who's difficult to pass. He really tries to put his car where he wants it to be, to really cause you as much trouble as he can. Coming off that corner in third seems really slow. Everybody's on to lap 6. Maybe everybody's on mediums. 4.2 laps to go. I'm in that gap because my braking point took me there. That was lucky. Mikey's going to be down my inside here. That's going to be a challenge. He's just got the overlap. Very good, Mikey. Well done. Mikey always seems to go a bit wide there. And then he'll take a really tight line up the inside here. But I'm not going to let him have that today. He's now cut across the apex. And forced me wide, which gives Azza the run, but he's blocked Azza. Mikey Ridley shouldn't have made that move. There wasn't the room. But he thought there was. There was no major incident from it, so let's go. Azza's got the inside line on me now. Azza's going to have this apex. He was quicker off that line. I'm going to give Az the room on the inside. He's got it. Door on door stuff. What I've got to try and do here is make sure I can claim that apex at the next corner. Ah, he's got the gap on me, he's got it. I've got back on the inside. Good stuff, has it? Well held. Big Popper's just got past JB now. I don't want to touch him. I don't want to tap him into this corner. It'll send him off. He knows I go tight into there. He's covered that line off. He knew exactly what to do there. Now I'm going to cover Mikey off. Az is going to do the same. Big Popper's gone to the pits. Mikey's bumped me. He didn't have to do that, but he has. I've got to spot my braking point or I'm dust. Mike has just got the revs there, I think. Yes, he has. He's just got the line. He's going to get that whole shot here. Good driving, Az. I upsettled him a little bit, just giving him a tap on the rear, but I wasn't going to take the place from him. That's his. So who's that back there? Dodo. So Lee is leading the race. Frosty in second. Damo third. JB in fourth. Az in fifth. Widow 6. Mikey 7. Dorian 8. Big Popper has already pitted, so Big Popper, if he was on softs, he's going to make those mediums really worthwhile. And if there's anybody on softs that made those tyres go that long, I'm going to try and get this down to 20 minutes to see if... Well, I don't know what we're going to do. 2 pairs of softs maybe? 2 sets of softs? Is it a 2-stop? We're really on to our last lap. And then we're going to have to take a 2-stop second half. I know we are. Mikey's pitted, I think. Oh, Az has just overshot a fraction. We've got to try and... That'd be a penalty for me. Just pushing too hard. We're 32 seconds back from the leaders. That's a whole pit stop. And they've not pitted. They continue to go. They're continuing to drive off the front, which is stunning. I just haven't got the fuel to do another lap. So I've got to go to the pits. So we're taking softs. Oh, that's the wrong button. No, that's shit. That button. Oh my word. That was bad. Now we're going to take either all the fuel or 5 laps and do a 2-stop. I think that's got to be the only way. I don't think I can... Az has got so much fuel left. If we do 5... If we do 6 and 5, we've got to do another stop. We're last almost. I think Az is doing the same strategy. 2 stops for softs. Somebody out there will do a 1-stop. Because they'll get the fuel out the mediums. But come on, Az, we can charge these. Frosty's gone in. He was on softs. Holy... They're easy gonna 1-stop. To make the softs go that distance, easy 1-stop. So we've blown this then. They've made the fuel go the distance. And they've made the tyres Damo medium. He's got to do softs, but they've done 20 minutes. The softs will do it. We've not got the right strategy at this point. Frosty's taken all the fuel and he's away. Cars ahead of us. Ginger, Max, Kenny all go to the pits, I think. No, Kenny stays out. Here comes Azet. He got the run. So we'll let him have that. That's Damo. And who's that? Is that Kenny that's just gone off? It is. On failing tyres. Kenny's got micro lag. He hasn't got massive lag. That's not a problem at all from what I can see. Might be worse on other people's PCs because I'm running as the host. PCs? PlayStation. Because I'm running as the host, so I probably get the data first. Az was all over that Apex. Lee goes in on 1% off softs. So that's a stunner. Lee's got the fastest lap of 1:49.169. Az picked up a 1.5 as he crossed that corner. That's a shocker. Unfortunate. JB's in on medium, so he's got to do softs on the second stint. But he's made the fuel last. I don't know how they're doing that. They might be running fuel map too, you never know. Different skill levels, different strategies. Big Popper's up to third. Damo's gone over to the right hand side. JB's in the pits. But he's going all the way, so JB has not got an issue there with getting to the end. He's taken all the fuel we short filled. Lost all sound then. Mikey and you having good fun on the track. Yeah, Mikey's proving difficult to overtake. Really is difficult. He really does put the car where it shouldn't be. He's fighting for every position, which is really good. And by shouldn't be, I mean he makes it in the most awkward position for other people. I think I've cut the apex there. That'll give me a 1.5. Too much grip. 2 seconds, that's disgusting. But that's too much grip on these tyres. You've gone from mediums which slide to all of a sudden the softs which are giving you so much corner into the corner that, yeah, you just can't change the attitude of the car and you cut the apex short. So 2 second penalty here. That's going to bring Az back in. And I've just got another ½ second as well. But Damo doesn't know I've got the penalty. So Az is gonna come. As it goes. Good evening, Doug. Welcome. Me and Az are in our own little fight because we're stopping twice. So the battle between me and Az is on. Big Popper picks up the fastest lap, 1:48.9. There's chatter going on I need to listen to. My fastest lap's a 1:50.404, which is nowhere near where it should be. Softs I should be slamming laps. But must admit I've made up 9 seconds from before the pit stop. Cheap alternative to a G29 wheel. I think G29's about the cheapest you'll go, my friend Doug. The cheapest I would go. G29s are on offer on Amazon and all sorts of places. What's the problem with the G29? Does it not suit you? What would I recommend other than a G29? I think you're going to be about this think you're going to be in the same price bracket if you go for a 258, a Thrustmaster 258. I think you're going to pay the same money. It's as good a wheel, but a bit of banter going on. I'm not sure what no means, but cheap alternative. So I do know the TR80 by Thrustmaster is a real cheap alternative, and I don't mean that negatively. I know there's somebody that uses one, but it is cheap. It's a cheap wheel. It's got force feedback and it does the job, but it's not a wheel I would recommend. It's older. I think Wilkie's right. The lowest you need to go is the G29 for feel. But like I say, they're on offer. Even if you wanted to go even cheaper than the G29 brand new, you can pick them up for £150 in the UK. Logitech I thought, but 1,700. I'm not sure what that means. Because you're in Oz, I guess imports are probably expensive. You've got extra costs and charge, but two laps. Big Popper's in, he's pitted twice. He's on the same strat as we are then. We're not getting to 6th gear on the front straight.
Yeah, drive all night on. Watch it on. $1,700 Australian dollars. And that's three to the pound. So that's expensive, isn't it? You need to be really looking second-hand market, maybe. I do know shipping to Oz is terribly expensive since COVID. But that seems a ridiculous price. Yeah, that does seem it. I think G29 is the perfect entry wheel. But yeah, I can feel your pain on the cost. That's big money. That's the best part of 550 bucks. 550 quid. That's a lot of money. There's Az, he's gone in, so he's gonna do 5 laps on his in lap. I'm gonna do 5. I'm gonna take fuel for 5. Not a problem, Doug. Not a problem. Try and fight your price as much as you can. Then if you got things like Facebook Marketplace you can get on. There's all sorts of people all over the place upgrading from the G29 onto different wheels. So I'm sure if you can handle a second-hand bit of kit, you should be able to pick one up for 300 bucks. But 1,700 is crazy money. Don't suppose there's a manufacturing outlet in that part of the world for them. Although, again, another product that's probably built and shipped over from China, I wouldn't have thought they'd come all the way to Europe and then back. I don't know if Damo's going all the way. JB's behind us 5 seconds, but he's pitted. Damo pulls over to the right. Always does that. We're going for fuel and tyres. We're going to be 4 laps. Oh. We didn't get any damage from that wall, did we? So 7 minutes 30. It's got to be 4 laps of fuel we take. I'm going to drop places now like Billy-O. And we're really looking to keep with ours. I want 4 laps of fuel. Come on! Dodo's gone past. 4.2. Az has gone past. So the extra pit stop cost us around about 30 seconds. Can't really see that apex in the shadow. That's a shocker. I'm going to put my headphones back on to try and get the audio to both ears. Absolutely there is, Doug. Absolutely, my friend. Get yourself set up, get organised, come and drop in. Start on the Tuesday and Friday leagues and work your way in, bud. There's plenty of room. We've always got 3 or 4 empty slots. You're more than welcome. The 420 guys didn't visit this time round. You've been watching the league, you've been watching the channel long enough to know how it all works, Doug. You're more than welcome. I think I'm going to be finishing 8th in this race. Unless there's some last minute shenanigans with people pitting. But Lee and Frosty have got this dominated completely. They managed to stretch the tyres and the fuel in the first stint. $49,662, so Big Popper with a 48,900. We are well off the pace. Hate Fuji though. Glad to get it out of the way. Then we can concentrate on the rest of the league. Az is making good inroads ahead of us. He's having a better comeback this race. Horrible last 2 corners. I'm hoping I get a 48.96, 48.97, something like that. But I don't think so, the way those 2 corners played out. 49.2, well, 0.3 away. That was definitely lost, and I short shifted. I want to make a better effort now. Missed the shift. Should have been in 4th gear through there. There's 1 lap left after this one. Yeah, I bet PS5s are a whack down there. Plenty of money. If a £300, well, they're 600 quid here, so that's going to be 2.5k for you. Az has just gone round Dodo. I'm gonna miss that fastest lap. Where are we gonna finish? A long way back. That's the extra pit stop that did it. We'd have been 15 seconds back if we'd have not stopped, but we can't get the tyre life to make the tyres work that long. It's a shame Big Popper's not further up. I thought he would have had a much better placed position. But saying that, he's probably 4th, which is what he's no worse than he deserves, and Damo in 3rd is a great result, and Frosty being up there is stunning, and Lee is a guest racer racing for plaudits, which is just great. Led from the start, no real drama at all. I say led from the start here. Really low fuel, just need to keep this car gripping and going. Those guys are getting the extra lap in, we're not gonna. Can I get that draft for the 48.9? Can I do it? Dodo is doing the thing. Dodo in his first race out beats me. I think I went blue. Oh, good race. Good race, Dodo. Good race. Made those tyres last. Good race, Dodo. Well done. So what do we got? Ah, yeah, Big Popper is 4th. JB 5th. How would you believe it? Just managed to get the old age pension 67. Well done, Doug. Dodo says, oof, well done. You did right, mate. You did right. It's good stuff. I had the extra stop. I had an off back there. I got penalties. It just didn't pan out for me, that race. Yep. No. I had button confusion in one pit stop, but I managed to recover that. I went off turn 1 and had a couple of incidents, and Mikey put the wrong tyres on, but should be near us. Oh right, okay. Didn't realise that. Another set of mediums, so you were struggling. You had to put your pit again to put the softs on. Yeah, well, I too stopped. So, did you 3 stop then? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Understood. Understood. Yeah. Yeah. they were much quicker. And if you made them profitable, you'd have been well good. But you didn't do too bad, mate. I mean, you've been off for 4 or 5 weeks. You've done all right, mate. It's a great result for that. Absolutely. I mean, we were bumping and grinding a bit, but it was good stuff. We all knew where we were going to be. We were covering corners. It was great stuff. And that was happening all through the field, because that happened between me, JB, and Big Popper. It was all down the field. It's really good racing. I'm so impressed with what's going on. Did anybody save the race replay from race 1? Would they mind sharing race 1, please? You're a gentleman, thank you. But I think those guys that managed to stretch the tyres really had the best of the race there. That was good stuff. I didn't put that effort into working out whether that was a thing, so yeah. But if the buts and buts were maybes, next time. You were? I can't. What the chuff? Lee guessed the strategy. Okay. Okay. So here we go then. Kenny in 12th place in his first race with us. And we're not expecting anything of Kenny. So bright pink car, each to their own. 150.055 fastest lap for himself. Great result. Showed well, Kenny. Great stuff. Let's see if we can get you better. There were some shouts about you lagging, but when I was around you, I didn't see any. If anything, it was slight. So, no, we'll just have to see what that is. Yeah, so Ginger Gandhi in 11th. I was hoping for better for Ginger today, but race 1 was a great result. A 151.6 here. No disrespect, no shout. Vax Verstappen in 10th. Great turnout. His first real start for the league. I heard him shout, I'm getting really used to these gear changes, so it all sounds positives from Vax. Well done, mate. A 150.15. Mikey in 9th, his first race back after a bit of a gap. Well done, Mikey. Some good racing through the field. Just slipped up on a pit stop and failed to change the right tyres. We all make that mistake, don't we? Do you remember when I was leading at a race and forgot to change the tyres? Absolute stupid. I know you kick yourself when you're doing it, but yeah, you put the wrong tyres on, so no drama. We finished in 8th. It says 1 lap down. We were 52 seconds or something down. We made the extra pit stop, which was worth 30 seconds. We were slow. We had an off. We had all sorts of stuff go wrong. And we lost sort of every battle on the track. We didn't really make that much progress. So great stuff to those people that were racing around us. They really had the better of me today. Dorian in 7th. He was wandering all over the track at the end celebrating. But that's a great return to the track with a brand new rig and steering wheel. Dorian, so well done, mate. It's a great result. 150.7. I mean, if you look at that, 148.958 for my fastest lap, just behind Big Popper. We really tried to push for that at the end, but couldn't take it. As in 6th, with great result after his first race, he just pulled away from me on the track. I had no chance of catching As today. He was fast. 149.2. JB in 5th, always 5th for JB. I genuinely think JB return there, he really enjoyed that. Yeah. Yeah, he came 3rd, yeah. Yeah, so good race pair for JB. It's going to put him up the rankings early. 149.6 isn't slow. Big Popper, fastest lap of the day in this race. As he just said, I think, I had more fun driving the piss out of it. I hate saving tyres and fuel. Me too, I like to drive it on the edge. But Big Popper he was the first person to make the second stop, and he's fought his way back up to 4th, so that's a really good result, Big Popper. Great stuff. You raced hard and fast all day, mate, so that was well deserved in the end. Damo in 3rd seriously makes up for his first race result. I know he was underperformed there, but 21 seconds behind the leader. Probably was just trying to get a handle of the strat. but a 150.451 indicates he wasn't slow at all. Consistent lap times really is where it happens for Damo. Frosty, great result. He's going to take the official first place for this one, but as it stands, he got second on the podium, 10 seconds behind the leader, 149.600. Ran softs to the 21st minute, which absolutely phenomenal stuff, Frosty. A great start to teeing up for the victory there. But Lee will take the plaudits for race 2 today. First place with a finish time of 41.17 and the Subaru number 555. Fastest lap 149.169 puts him somewhere probably like third of the fastest people today. Didn't have an effort. Once he got to the front off the first lap, led and controlled that race all the way. Mediums for the first stint, one stop at the 20-minute point, and just drove it home with no real issues at all. Great result. Unfortunately, he's only a guest racer today, so no points, but a real good stand-in for when he does come and join us full time, and I think that'll be on Saturday with the No Assist League. So congratulations, Lee, Frosty and Damo for the podiums, and congratulations everybody for a fantastic race. We'll move on to Friday, the focus. Thank you very much. Damo says, doing the scores, give me 5-10 minutes. You're welcome, Damo. Take your time. Thank you very much. Let's set up for Friday then, I think. Where are we going Friday? Tuesday tracks, Tuesday races. Why have I got 2 Tuesday tracks? That's that one. What's that one? I've got 2. Oh no, where's me Friday? There's me Friday. There it is. No, I've effed up. One's supposed to be Saturday. No, Saturday's there. I've put 2 Tuesday tracks on, have I? I've got Tuesday tracks and Tuesday tracks. I can delete one of them, surely. Yeah, I can delete one of them. Delete. Where is it? Remove. There we go. Yes. So Friday is... What are we driving on Friday? It's the GR4 League, isn't it? Let me load that up. Just give you something to look at on the screen. We want No Assist Saturday, GR4 Race 1 Friday. There it is, load. And only if it's Asia. Practice qualifier endurance race. All right, mate. You take care, pal. You earn that money for that new wheel.
Yeah.
Happy days. No, what? Oh no, because you're at the wedding, aren't you? You're at the wedding. Yeah. This is a 20-minute race, isn't it? All the best, Gandhi. You take care, pal. I think that's just done. Some settings, which is brake balance. GR4 is correct. Save setting. There it is. I think there we go. Sethanon. Good evening, Sethanon. Welcome. Fast improvement. Dorian Mickey has also, Bike has also improved. Yes, he has. Generally. Yeah, he definitely has. I mean, Dorian's always been a great driver from controller, so to adapt so quickly to wheel is tremendous. Yeah, don't worry about liveries, chaps. Get the liveries done for Friday. It's a loose Asia livery because we're on Asia manufacturers, but there can be race liveries that don't have to be the manga, jamba, whatever they are, kind of things. If you know what I mean. I don't think I've got my Swift livery on yet. No, I haven't. Not allowed to do fake taxi. Fake taxi comes with penalty. Oh, I'm a bit thirsty, and I need to take a small moment's break. So whoever's on the track will give you the opportunity to watch and learn. Thank you, JB. Right, give me 2 seconds, folks. Just go to the bathroom and I'll be back. I've left it on again, haven't I? Yeah, I'll turn it off. I apologise. Saturday track. Friday track. That's the one. Right. So for the next sort of 50 minutes, folks, we'll just be doing some practice for Friday. People will be hot lapping. It is set up to do a practice of the first race, but I don't really want to do that. We've got the qualifying set up, so the idea is we just hot lap and practice. There's no real races. I don't think it would be right to practice the race. We want that to be the surprise for people. So I'm going to do my usual thing of hards, medium, softs, try and get in a decent lap. Might do that a couple of times. Now this track has its own little foibles with penalty spots. We've never raced here in a league before. It's not something where I choose to select normally, but I left track choices to other people this time. We will be looking to set up in the next couple of weeks to set up League 14, and I will be calling on one of the racers. Say again? Tyre wear's an issue, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I will be calling on one of the racers to choose the car and tracks for the next Tuesday League in a couple of weeks' time. They'll have a couple of weeks to think about it. We'll be looking for a competitive road car. Doesn't have to be rear-wheel drive, it can be anything. It just has to be interesting to drive, and then we'll look for a theme. I'm not sure what that theme needs to be. Maybe the suggestion for the theme could come from the chat, maybe. If there's 4 or 5 suggestions, or 2 or 3, we could put up a poll if people want to do that. But shout out your suggestions or drop me a message or whatever, and we might be able to get you guys involved. If there's something you want to particularly see in sort of a style, whether it be a manufacturer or a single seater or something of that nature, and then we'll try and get the tracks to work to that car. But we have to bear in mind it's about driver development and not driver expertise. Not everybody is of the standards to be able to go and take a Expo or a Red Bull around the Nürburgring, so we just have to keep that in mind and moderate the choices just to allow people to get into the racing and competitive. Are you talking so are you talking the classic VW? Softs don't last long. That could be interesting, couldn't it, for the medium soft race? This could be a 4 or 5 stop race. And it's an incredibly long pit stop here. The new VW shape. That's an interesting call. It's a good suggestion. Don't know, that's what I'm just talking about. It's I haven't thought of a theme. We went Asia, America, Europe last time out. I want one of the racers really to choose the car and the tracks, but I wanted to try and give them a theme to work on. Whether it be something like the back mono we're going to use in the Saturday League. But what I was thinking is something like, I don't know whether they wanted to choose something like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini as a road car for us to race together. There's so many choices we've got, but I didn't know whether to make it just an Italian choice or whatever. That person picks, I don't know, an Italian car and we do races in Italy. There's enough tracks in Italy to choose from, or the Italy European area. So you've got Monza, you've got Lago Maggiore. If you look across the water, you've got Seaside and Gardens. They're not far from Italy. That would be a good choice of tracks. But then again, that would be my choice to choose Italian car and an Italian car. And I don't know, I'd rather leave it up to the driver, that kind of thing, but I was hoping maybe that the chat could give us suggestions of a style, and we could involve their sort of choice in what we're going to go for. But I wanted to try and keep it interesting. Again, which BMW, any BMW, or... I see what you mean. You're saying choose a BMW. Yeah, there's plenty of BMWs to choose from. Absolutely. Yeah. You got the M6 race car, haven't you? GR3. But we're talking road cars, aren't we? So... yeah. There's plenty to choose from. That's always a good choice, Wilkie. Always a good choice. Somebody's in the Evo. Aston Martin, yeah. Everybody's got it, haven't they? The Bambina, what's that? I don't know what the Bambina is for an Italy race. I don't know that. 812 super fast again if you're choosing Ferrari, yeah. But they're the kind of choices I want to give to the person to choose for the league. I don't want to make the decision. I've chosen for like 12 seasons. I've chosen for 36 of them. The hards are lasting really good. It's an 850cc motor. I've never heard of the Bambina. I don't know what that is. Must be a cute name for a car we all know. Yeah, we did. We've already done a mini cup in like season 2. It was one of the first ones we already did. We've done classic mini race as well, so they're kind of done. We've done 90s Civic. We've already done that. Now, we could say, do Ferrari and have 6 cars for the 6 races. But that's a bit of a getting people to buy stuff, and you're using one car at a track, and it could be a bit too much for people. I don't know. There's a good shout, Wilkie. Audi TT Cup would work. We haven't done the Audi TT. The person could change which Audi, could choose which Audi it is, because there's 3 or 4 Audis, isn't there? Or 2. It's on the Gran Turismo 7 car lineup. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't know of a Ferrari called a Bambina. What is a Bambina? He might be on about the Dino. But I don't know what a Bambina is. It's not a name I know of a Ferrari car. You've got the... Technically correct, but it is in the garage, isn't it? He's right. He's right. It doesn't attract Ferrari prices anyway, or didn't used to. Yeah. 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 It's a Fiat. You mean, do you mean the 157? It's a great little car, the 157. That's a Fiat, not a Ferrari, okay. Alright, yeah. But yeah, point made, Doug. Understood. But like we say, that's going to be in 2 to 3 weeks' time. We'll come up with a suggestion or come up with a theme and they can choose. And just get some more involvement and other ideas into what we do, because I haven't run out, my brain's dead. Go on. So on softs. Oh, that's decent. Oh, there's an off. That's Max Verstappen in the Supra. Is it the Supra? Yeah, Toyota. Wilkie says Cayman Cup. We haven't done the Cayman Cup. That would be a good shout. If you think about Porsche Cup, there's a couple of Porsches we could choose. There's that four-wheel drive road version of the GT3. That would make for a good season, I think. There's Dodo in the NSX. Ooh, Doug, don't swear. Yeah, that's right. That's the one I was thinking of. That's it's a decent, good handling car that could give us a really close league. We could really screw with the tyres and make that a real challenge, because it'd be road tyres. Somebody suggested the roof. We're going to do that for Saturday. It will definitely go in the Saturday chances, I think. That's the idea. Well, I drove it 4 or 5 laps last night without aids and hated every minute of it, but it is what it is. Well done. Did you change your wheels and tyre? Your wheels? Yeah. That's decent. Oh, missed the apex. Come on, Dodo, use the draft. So half a tank, we've done 7 laps on hards, and the right hand front is 50%. So that's kind of 14 minutes. So we can definitely do the race on tyres. The first 10-minute, the first 20-minute race. You did the TT today with Hayden's tip with wide. How did you get on? How did you get on, Master Lee? Hopefully your road trips aren't that bad driving. Hopefully they're not, eh? I've got 2 or 3 more videos to post from Christmas's road trips. I've got to get them done because we're fast approaching the next road trip. You got a 0.0. Very good. That helps. Who's that? Who is that flying along in what looks like an Evo? It's green, so it's highly likely to be Damo. I don't think Damo's on. He's not. He's off doing the results. I haven't seen him post up results, Damo. He said 10... I think he's lost in the numbers. He's lost in music. Caught in a trap. No turning back. Oh, look at him move out of the draft. Who is it? I can't see the name. It's Frosty that's moving really quickly. I didn't get out of 4th gear coming up the hill. Ah, yeah, Doug. Enjoy. I know you've just got your pension, but yeah, mate, if you're still working, hope you have a good day of the job. It dawned on me today, I've got 3 years till I can get my pension. 3 years. Shocker. 3 years. I can't believe it. What, mate? That's right. Don't get my bus pass for another 14 years. No, 66, mate. Yeah. Why? Why? No, behave. I'm 52 this year, you nugget. I get my pension at 55. You'll be 67, okay. Yeah, I won't get my government pension till I'm 68, 69. But my private pension... Snap. Yeah. I'm really not thinking about the retirement thing. I don't think I'll get there, but... my kidneys tell me every day I'm not going to get there. Yeah, it did. Holy shit. Did they... I don't... run over twice, that's mind-bending. I don't think I want to ask. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Understood, Damo. You got a lot of formatting and setting up to do. I get that, my friend. I wasn't chasing you. I was just making sure you knew we were still here. So 203.461, and we get decent laps out of the mediums. Let's see what we get out of softs. We've got damage, so we've got to go in the pits. Me neither. I fell off once, I don't want to do it again. I understand that. Softs, refuel to 5 laps. Well, let's take 7 laps on softs, see what we can do. Just had 6 weeks in hospital with heart problems. Oh my God, Seth, I hope you're doing alright, mate. I did notice you went around a bit. But no, best of luck, my friend, and I hope you get well. I've got a bladder stent, a kidney to bladder stent, and it does me in. I can't yawn anymore because it's not long enough to allow me to stretch. Right, we've got half a tank on the softs. Let's see what we can do. I know people said softs were a bit poor, but what kind of laps were people getting on poor? 3 or 4? And they were done. What car? Oh, the front wheel drive jobby? Yeah. Was that you parked up that I just went past? Bronze Tiger Stripe. Yeah, best of luck, Seth. Never good to hear that. But I'm just glad to hear on the mend. On softs. Yeah, yeah. You're top of the tree. Yeah, I've just hit a wall. Oh, 205.2 on hards, yeah. 205.5, sorry. I gave it too much juice. Size that exhaust on that monster, that's epic. There's a big pipe out the back of that. We know that Kev joining on Friday hasn't got a racer name yet. Well, he's got Kev 271567 or something. I think he's in the process of. He's only ever raced offline up to now, so it's his first venture into lobby racing, and I think it's the perfect opportunity for him. He has a unique driving style. He drives with a wheel but no pedals. Which is interesting. Is it sexual? No. Yeah, understood. Best not ask. He's got feet. Yes. Sorry, has it? Right on. Yes, he has a set of pedals. Oh my lord! It's alright, you've knackered my car, don't worry. Scores being sent, says Damo. Thank you, Dodo. Have a good night, amigo. Best of luck this week. Enjoy it, and we'll see you Friday if you're on. I know you're on early shifts, so... Sorry, one moment, says Damo. You did give me that extra 50 points I was entitled to, didn't you? I'm not asking for sexual pictures again. I was just making sure the question wasn't sexually orientated. Why does... Even at work, they answer me with a strange way when they say, "Can you answer a question?" I always say it's a thing. Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. That's great. Just, you must watch that. Oh, I bet. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That just epic. Oh, man alive. No, I'm alright, mate. Oh, that's funny. Good night, Dorian. You take care. I'm only half a second behind JB's time, if that is what the time is. But these tyres aren't really... I'm only going to get 4 laps, I think. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. JB has left the room. I've got 2 nights where I need to make some videos. 100 grand, that's alright. Ticks the old account balance. I don't know whether that's... It is as will be good to chase. Keep it, oi, keep it on us. He's done it. Oh, he's done it. Unlucky. Cheers, Damo. I'll just finish this first lap up and then I'll get it in. I reckon this format sort of tightens up the pack anyway. I don't really think there'll be a massive gap out the front just yet. No problem, Damo, no problem. Preliminary results anyway, preliminary only. I did forget to say if anybody had any issues in today's race and they needed them raising or investigating, you know what the process is. Think about it. Put your notes down on writing, think about what the incident was. Think about how it should have been resolved or how it could be resolved. And then we'll look into... Yeah. Yeah. There we go. A 201960. So I will... Let's take a look at what the old Damo superhero's done. Sent an image. Here we go. So currently that... Ooh. 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 Look at that. Well, Lee is actually guest racing, but because it's the first one, it is what it is. So, Kenny in 12th on 20, tied with Vax Verstappen on 20, Ginger Candy 21, Azza on 22 with only one result from one race. He got 22 points in that second race. If he'd have carried on and finished off race one, he would have had another... Looking at this, he would have had another... 5 points, maybe 5 points he would have had, I think. They'd have been on 27. Mikey's on 23. Dodo's on 28. Widdowmaker on 34. That's the biggest gap really between them. So that 6 points, whereas it's 5 points from Sub-8. Yeah. JB's on 38. Damo's on 41, then you got 3 drivers on 42. Big Papa, Frosty and Neo Yami. Lee, purely... Say again. Who's on 38? Just you. No? Yeah, Lee's guest racing. He doesn't normally work. He normally works Monday to Friday, so he'll only be able to race Saturdays. So, but yeah, he's guest racing. So at that point, everybody drops down a point and gets an extra. I think it's 2 extra points for the second race. So that'd be 30. Damo, and then you got to take out the points from race. Oh, it's all confusing when we get guest races in, but it is what it is. It just makes Damo's job. See why I struggle with it? Yeah, because it's blooming hard work and it's a thankless task. But thank you, Damo. It's terrific. So yeah, as it is, that would be the straight points. It's really easy to read that. You can see that I got the fastest lap in the first race. Big Papa got the fastest lap in the second race. Lee got qualifying. So that qualifying fastest lap would go to Big Papa because he was second. There's an extra point for Big Papa there. 2 extra points. He got 12, so he wouldn't get any more from that one. He got 11, did Lee, in the first race. So yeah, everybody moves up a point. It's all change. But that's where it is. We have 3 people. At the top of your head, Big Papa will be leading by 1 point. Maybe so, and quite fitting it should be. Yes, yes. Adios, amigo. You take care, buddy. Have a good one. Adios. And we are literally just 10 minutes away from the end of the night, so it is what it is. Yes, we're racing on Saturday now, Seth. We're doing a league. Well, let me show you. We're doing the Saturday Pro. It's a pro league. It's called, but technically, it's actually just a no assist league. Big Papa, big woohoo! Yeah. So Saturdays we're racing a no assist league using the Radical. Quit while you're out in front, Big Papa. That's the way. But yeah, cars bopped. We're using the Radical this season, and next season we'll be choosing a more lively rear-wheel drive car with no assists, and that means no corner markers, racing line, etc., etc. The only thing that we use is default settings on ABS. If the car has ABS, you can use it because that's road cars and they're naturally got them. So it is what it is. I think somebody said earlier, don't forget some road cars have got traction control. Yes, they do. They do have traction control, but we won't be using it. But who else we got out there? Vax Verstappen putting in some laps. Don't you go quitting, Big Papa. Quit for the night, but don't you go quitting leagues. That won't be right. Ad's a big fan of that Supra. It looks to move really quickly. Very good. I need something to occupy my evenings. Yeah, so Tuesday is this race. Friday is GR4s. Saturday is the no assist, and Mondays is now Time Trial Monday. So if you are around, and pop in and join us. We've got quite a lively bunch nowadays, but I'm just going to hit the F5 refresh and see if... How did we get 20 likes? Thank you very much, folks. That's really appreciated. Thank you very much. That means there was more than 20 people at some point have joined and watched the stream. So, terrific. It is slowly creeping up, you know. The 420 guys have got their own leagues now. 2 guys did join at the start of today, but then they left fairly quickly. They've got their own leagues. They're running multiple leagues through the week. Slightly different format to what we do, and they're more than, you know, they've participated. They've filled the gaps when we've been quiet, and they've done their thing, and their setup has gone on. They've got a bigger race team now. They're going to probably try and keep it more in-house and do their thing and develop and go on, and I hope they can go on and compete and do team type events. So it's good for the 420 guys to go on and do that. This is more of a development type league rather than a racing league for a team. That's not what we aim to be. We aim to have people join us who need to develop and want to develop, and then, you know, if it sticks around and they stick and do the thing and we become more of something, we might go on and do something else. I don't know. Well, the biggest thing to do is start 2 lobbies. But as it is, I'm quite comfortable with the size of what we've got. We've got some good racers. My DualSense wireless controller battery level is low. It's almost made the 4 hours needed. But I did realise I'd left it off. It is more relaxed. I mean, I'm not the kind of guy that has that insatiable desire to win. And I like winning, I enjoy winning, but I don't have to. And I also know where my limit is, so... Ooh, look at that. Who's in the OG Genesis? That's Mikey, is it, in the Genesis? Oh, you were, yes. Big Popper's left the room. Good night, Big Popper. Thank you for racing. Great racing today. You did really well. Yeah. How does it shape up, that Genesis, then? Tyre wear, okay. Bad tyre wear, okay. 4-wheel drive? Is it 4-wheel drive? Lee says that car burns through softs like candy. Ooh. Sweet as candy. Da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Good song, like that. Can't remember who that is. That's going to burn through my brain all night, that is. Yes. Interesting stuff. Who else is out on the track? Let's have a look at back. Let's see how he's doing. Can we adjust vision? Yes, we can. We can go in car with him. Ooh, wrong time. What's he gonna? He's gonna reset. How much damage? Enough? He's top of the tree. He's number 1. I'm just going to try and work out how to do the next thing. What will I do there? Is it... No, it's not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I can't find the button that does the thing. I found the button that does the thing. I'm going to try and watch his brake pedal. To try and see. Lee will be in the Saturday League for sure. got a really small turbo, that thing, hasn't it? Really small, just puffing. Doesn't seem to drop off at all, so there's no need to short shift. There's more boost there. More boost in 5th gear. That's the issue with not having a brake pedal. It's very on-off. Yeah. I was just looking to see how Vax is doing with trail braking. He's got an initial punch on the brakes and then a second push. Like an initial brake and then a second one to slow the car down. It's fine. Just trying to look at the technique. Missed the apex. Got it round. He's gonna progress very quickly, I think. 208, 642 best. Yeah. There it goes. Getting faster. You can use all of that curb and the yellow bit. Yeah, use all the yellow bit. Put 2 wheels into the yellow. Brake spot on there. Stand through it a little bit. Have you heard of the term trail braking, Simon? Have you heard of the term trail braking? So what you're currently doing is you're approaching the corner, braking and then letting off. What you need to try and adapt is being able to brake to your power that you need to slow the car down, and then keep the brakes on as you go round the corner. And as you come around the apex, lift your foot off nice and slowly. So you've got an element of braking as you go into the corner, but less and less and less. So you're like bleeding off the speed into the corner. What you'll find is you're going to be able to brake that a little bit later into the corner, and then as you come off the brakes, you're at the acceleration point, or you're at the point where the car will coast round the corner on its own without throttle or brakes, and you'll be at like the maximum point. So your tyres will be on the verge of braking free, but then you know you're at the point where you can then press the accelerator and get the car out of the corner earlier because you've delivered it exactly the right speed. So just having watched you for a lap and a bit, that's probably the biggest thing you need to develop. You're learning the tracks really well, having looked at this. A little point for you there. Those yellow lines on the road do not apply to you. The whole of the circuit is available to you. So you want to get into that apex, that corner at the top end, use all of the inside. You just hug the inside of that corner. It's much, much faster. The trail braking thing though for you is going to take a couple of weeks to get your head round. Braking later and then learning to just lift your foot off slowly off the brakes, leaving the brakes in. And it's kind of, you go from 70% braking power to like 12-15% as you let off. So you'll work it out, you'll get it. But if you get the opportunity to go online with Az, for example, get to use the view that I'm using here, and then put the brake ones on, the brake controls, and just watch what Az does, because you'll see the technique, and you'll find you'll pick up time massively. But you're doing well, mate. Considering you've been at it a couple of weeks, you're doing all right, pal. Doing all right. Yeah. Whoa. Who's Morgan Gibbs White then, Lee? Who's that? And we've just passed midnight. So before Lee can answer, I'm going to sign off, folks. That was a great racing night. Big props to Big Popper for potentially putting himself into pole for that. Massive respect to Lee for going out there and blasting the pack away. And good result for everybody, I think. Got really stuck in. No major dramas in the race. There were a couple of incidents. Oh, right. Right, okay. No, I was a back marker today. Yeah, you're welcome, Lee. You're welcome. I'm going to call it a night there, folks. Got work in the morning. But thank you very much for stopping by the stream. Really appreciate you all hanging around. And we'll see you on the next one. All the best. Take care. And that includes the guys that were driving. Thank you very much.
In a bit, Jeff.
Adios. Good night, Seth. Good night, Wilkie. Thank you for everything you do, pal. Good night, Lee. Who else is there? Big Popper, Damo. Damo's in the chat as well.